All right, got a question for you. Are you living the life you actually wanted, or are you just running on a treadmill because you think you have to? This video talks about the life I never had. It could apply to you too. So in this video, I'm going to talk about why moving overseas, particularly Southeast Asia, Thailand, here in Bangkok, isn't about escaping your life, but it's about having a life you actually always wanted. We're going to do that right now. Are you ready? Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, what's up? It's JJ, the Lonely Bull in Asia. I'm in the Ari neighborhood. Ari is a up-and-coming neighborhood. Now, right now, it's mostly locals. I've only seen 2 foreigners other than myself on the time I've walked around this area, and I've walked quite a bit. I've been living here in Bangkok for almost 2 years now, and I've seen a lot and I've experienced a lot, and that's why I have this channel to share my experiences with you in case you're ever wondering about visiting Thailand or Bangkok or maybe even living here. This video is about the life I never had. So, living in the US for years and years and years, yeah, I've had some happy moments there, and I love the US, don't get me wrong, but even toward the last part of living there, where I was actually making decent money, after I got divorced, I decided that the marriage was holding me back as far as my career. So when I got divorced, things really improved as far as my lifestyle and the money I was making. But it was still tough because I was in a lot of debt from my marriage and my divorce. So I had to get out of debt. The cost of living was so high in the US, and it's even worse now. So I had to make a decision, and that decision was to move overseas. I worked for a year overseas. I've told you this story a dozen times. And then I retired early because I could. I could live on a retirement budget here in Southeast Asia, the Philippines to begin with, and now here in Bangkok, Thailand, and have that lifestyle that I always wanted but never could have being back in the West, in the US. So first thing, it's the guilt. You got to drop the guilt of moving overseas. You got to quit listening to the naysayers saying, oh, the only reason you're moving overseas is because you can't afford to live here. Yeah, well, that's part of it, but you got to quit, you got to get rid of the guilt about that. There's a lot of people that are struggling in the US because of the cost of living, and their salaries aren't matching, or the retirement money is not matching the cost of living. So they're not living a lifestyle that they wanted. Drop the guilt. Once you realize that, yeah, I'm moving over here, one of the reasons is because I can afford it over here and I can live a better life over here. You don't have to feel bad about that. You don't have to feel guilty about that, guys. It's just one of those things where if you lived in the US and you were in, say, New York or LA or Chicago, and you're on a certain salary or a certain budget, and you can't afford to live those places, what are you going to do? You're going to move to a Midwest city where the lifestyle is nicer, the cost of living is less. So it's just common sense that you want to live in an area that you can afford, right? Well, even when I lived in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the cost of living was still a lot higher than it is here in Thailand or here in Southeast Asia. So what's wrong with moving to another country to make your dollar, make your money go farther? There's nothing wrong with it. So the sooner you get rid of that guilt, the better it's going to be for you. I'm at this restaurant, and it's called Under Over Bake Laboratory. So they serve a lot of bread, but they've got a really good food menu. I see Australian steak. I see Mad Cow hamburgers, which is what I got. Pizza looks delicious. They've got all kinds of food, Thai food too. So this is in Ari, so check it out. It's in these little tiny little sois, little alleys that are kind of out of the way, and you'll see in the video where I'm walking around these places, and it might take me a while to find this place again if I ever come back. But if the burger's good, I'm definitely coming back. I could have had, there's a lot of really nice little open air Thai food restaurants along here too, locally owned obviously. I thought about doing that, but I've had Thai food now for the last 3 days, so I need to take a little break on that. So I thought I'll have a burger. So I got my nam plau yen, got my cold water, just waiting for my burger to show up. Let's get back to the what we're talking about. The hustle culture trap. So in the West, there's a toxic narrative that you must grind until you die just to afford basic living. If you leave, some people frame it as giving up. Flip that script. It's not quitting, it's winning. It's a purchasing power versus the quality of life. Lowering your cost of living doesn't mean lowering your standards. It actually raises them, actually. In Thailand, a budget that would place you in a cramped, stressful situation back home allows you for a modern condo, incredible food, and disposable income. All right, so redefining your success. So success isn't measured by how much you suffer to pay a mortgage in a city you don't enjoy. Success is having the financial breathing room to actually enjoy your day every day. Point number 2, decompressing your mind, okay? The low stress lifestyle is what I'm talking about. So the message here that I want to convey is how Thailand naturally lowers your stress levels and shifts your daily pace. It's the sabai sabai philosophy. The Thai concept of sabai sabai, being comfortable, relaxed, easygoing. It's kind of a ke sara sara type thing, you know, whatever will be, just enjoy the day. Contrast that with the hyper reactive, high friction environment of the West, and there's really no comparison. It's such a, even in Bangkok, which is a huge city, very chaotic, but it's a calm chaos. It's not a stressful chaos. So you're gonna find that living here, especially in retirement. Eliminate the daily grinds, guys. Little things that add up to massive stress back home. Brutal winters, aggressive road rage, constant anxiety of a single unexpected medical bill that's wiping your budget out or wiping your savings out. Get rid of all that. Safety and community also. The peace of mind that comes from living in a society where personal safety is remarkably high. I was at a coffee shop earlier this morning, and I went upstairs and dropped my bag off, went downstairs, ordered my coffee, went to the restroom, came back, got my coffee, went upstairs, my bag's there. I've left my bag 3 different times here in Bangkok, and each time it's been there when I got back. One time was overnight at Chatuchak market, weekend market. I had to go back the next day. Thankfully, it wasn't like a Sunday, and I would have had to wait until the next weekend, but it was the next day, it was Sunday, I went back, and it was there waiting for me. The lady saw me, and she knew what I was there for, so super safe here. The people treat you with a baseline of warmth and respect, and as long as you return the favor and kind of assimilate to the culture, you're gonna be fine. They're gonna enjoy being around you. Point number 3 is the gift of time and freedom. The message I want to convey here is when you aren't trading every waking hour just to survive, what do you do with your life? In the West, if you're retired, you may be on such a small budget. Maybe you're just on Social Security. Maybe that's all you've got, a little bit of savings. That Social Security may just be enough to get by, maybe not even enough. So what do you do with your free time? Maybe you don't have enough money to do anything on your free time. So the things you do, rather than just worry about how you're going to pay the next bill, you have to do the free things, and maybe that's not very much. If you reclaim your calendar, because you aren't trapped in a 60-hour work week or just keeping up with inflation. Suddenly, you've got free hours. You've got a lot of time on your hand. Now, that could be a detriment to you here living in Bangkok, because free time, idle time can be, what do they call that, about the devil, and you have to make good use of it. So have a routine, have a healthy routine, taking walks, exercising, hanging out, doing things with friends, not just hanging out in a bar or at the adult entertainment areas. You know, if you're into sports, maybe sports is the thing. Pickleball, golf, tennis, ping pong, whatever the case may be. Have those activities with friends, enjoy yourself, right? Pursue some passions. This is where you can really do things you love doing. I mentioned the sports stuff before, but maybe there's something different. Maybe you like to go hiking. Maybe if you're in Bangkok, you want to get out of the city, go to the beach. There's beaches really close by that you can just get on a bus for, you know, $5 and get there in no time. You know, in the old life, you're always waiting for the weekend, right? Or you're waiting for retirement. Here, every day's a weekend. To be honest with you, I wake up in the morning and sometimes I don't know what day of the week it is, because it's like every day's weekend, especially here in Bangkok, because it's such a lively city. It doesn't matter if it's a Monday or a Saturday, there's always something going on. So embrace that, feel that you're just enjoying life day to day, and you don't have to worry about waiting for the next paycheck, waiting for the weekend to come so you've got a day off, anything like that. The next point I want to make is the rebirth of your personal perspective. So being an expat forces you to grow in ways you never thought you could. It kind of makes you get out of your comfort zone. Breaking the monotony. Living in a foreign country guarantees that no 2 days are exactly the same. The language, the food, the culture, the entertainment here, it keeps your brain sharp and active. I take supplements, I take vitamin supplements, I take a lot of different supplements, and that helps too. You know, you get that brain fog that the supplements I take helps eliminate that. Staying active helps. It's the gratitude versus the cynicism. Back home, it's easy to get sucked into that political, you know, that political division, that corporate cynicism, the constant complaining. Moving here offers you a clean slate, you know, a fresh perspective on what actually matters in life. That's another neat thing about living here in Thailand. Guys, final thoughts. This is the life I never had. It isn't a fantasy. It's an actual life that I never thought I could have. Living in the US, working for 50 years, thinking, oh boy, here's my burger. Oh my gosh, that's huge. Tissue. Look at this thing. Oh my god. It's a little pricey, about 400 baht, but I think it's going to be worth it. I'll let you know. Living the life I never had, it's not a fantasy anymore. It's a choice that requires courage to make, to take that step, to make that leap of faith, to give up everything you have in the West, in your home country, and come out here. But the payoff, number one payoff, is peace of mind. That's number one. Let me know in the comments below what your peace of mind is. Have you taken that leap of faith? Are you thinking about taking that leap of faith? Are you living the life you never had? Or do you want to live the life you've never had? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Like and share this video with others. It really helps the algorithm. I would love to hear your comments. As always, guys, live life, my friend. Sabai, sabai. Talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.